It's too cold. It was negative 13 degrees if you factor in the wind chill. My toes are cold. I'm about to turn up the heat. Sorry, my tongue's a little cold. So we're gonna do a defrost and feet pattern here.
But I thought you froze to death or got mauled by a bear.
Why? There's no bears. It's winter. I think they're hibernating. I have arrived at camp and I am safely up in my iKamper BDV Duo. Let's spell it out. Blue dot Voyager Duo rooftop tent. I'll say this. It's definitely better than sleeping outside. All right, guys, I'm all bundled up. And there's snow out here. Nice. Got some snow. So, new additions, the iKamper, of course. You guys remember that. Looking nice in the snow, buddy. Yeah. That's awesome. Thumbnail right there. Okay, so the truck's warming up. Turn it on through the app. We're still in my driveway. Honestly, I could just drive back there and camp right here, but let's take her out somewhere. Man, she deserves to be taken out in this snow. Really. Pearl is doing great right now. When I opened the door, a bunch of snow blew into the driver's seat, so I had to wipe that off before it turned into water. But I had purchased this snow scraper, and well, ice scraper and snow, I guess, duster. I don't know what it is, but it's working in anticipation. Now, I had also ordered a camping blanket and a space heater. I have my Goal Zero. Oops, let me get this out. Now, I had also ordered a camping blanket. It was a fake down. But it didn't get here on time. And I had ordered a space heater with like a fail-safe. It's electronic, but if it tips over, it would turn off. But they didn't get here in time. They're supposed to get here tomorrow, and I just don't know if the snow is gonna last that long. And if it does, it might turn into hard-packed ice and stuff. So I just wanna at least get one night of camping in before, you know, before conditions get really hazardous. Now I have campgrounds for 2 nights, but we'll see. I might just do one night. This little SR5 cubby is coming in handy. All right. Well, I'm gonna get in here and see where we can go. Oh, I have some oranges in the back. I don't want them to freeze. I got a little fire ring. I don't know if the fire ring is a good idea or not. You guys let me know. And I don't really know if I can actually cook anything because I don't have a fridge and everything's gonna freeze. So I just got some sausages and like a stick. So we'll see. A metal fork, I guess, for campfires, and I got some firewood. We'll see how things go. I'm not filling up that water Rotapacks because I don't know if it's gonna freeze or not. I don't know how that works, but where did I put this? I'll put this here. All right. Some Aquaphor because my hands are gonna get cracked and dry. Camera equipment in there because, yeah. All right. I got these special socks. They're thermal socks. They're thermal socks, so hopefully they do a good job at warming my feet. Make sure they don't fall out of the vehicle. Okay. I got a camping chair right here with a 600-pound capacity. I am nowhere near 600 pounds, but just in case I want to sit down, I don't want to fall after the chair breaks. All right, we are in 4 High driving on the snow and the ice. Doom, 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 ice, ice, baby. Doom, doom. Okay, so I have put it back in 4 High if I'm on a straight when it's icy like this at lower speeds. There was an intersection where they had cleared out all the ice. It was just wet. I took it out of 4 High and I made the turn and then I went back in because this is just straight and it's pretty slick. So we're gonna be doing that. Also, I got some patches. Check these out. You guys like it? Let me know if you want one. Wow, that looks gorgeous from here. Let me get the camera and get a shot like that. Okay, so it is 7 degrees Fahrenheit right now. That's about 30 below freezing. And I got out to shoot some pictures, and the battery on the camera got too cold. My fingers started getting cold, so I came back in. This is gonna be interesting. How am I gonna camp in this? Of course, I have gloves, but I wasn't trying to use the gloves while I was taking pictures because I didn't want to fumble with the camera, but I'll probably just put the strap around my neck and then shoot the pictures. Now, I brought it inside, I warmed the battery up with my hands and put the battery back in, and it's working fine. But, yeah, that's seriously cold. But so we're here at the campground I got. It only has boat access. I didn't read that part. There is no way to get my truck there. It's a hike. Like, you can't even walk in there. You have to go in there by boat. It's primitive camping by boat, but look at that lake. It's gorgeous. One day we're gonna have to just maybe get a kayak and pitch a ground tent up here because this is amazing, but it's a no-go right now. I did enjoy the ride up here though, so that's all that matters. I think the funniest thing about the whole situation of being out in the cold so much is the windshield wipers are frozen. There's no point to them. So funny. You see all these little, yeah. Then I got these two things. These were at Academy. Zippo heat bank, rechargeable, so you can like hold it in case your hands get cold. But I mean, I have these gloves, so I don't know. This is just in case of emergency. Maybe I can put one in each sock or something, but I'm just gonna wear my boots, and I have these thermal socks right here. The reason why I'm going so overboard is because it's 2 degrees Fahrenheit plus wind. It's windy and it's snowing more. All right, update. The truck started sliding around big time as we're going into areas that have not been well traveled. So the ice and snow hasn't really kind of heated up due to friction and melted. So I put it into 4 high and instantly we're good. So yeah, it's really interesting. I was driving 40 miles an hour and I just got really squirrely all of a sudden, and this is really helpful. So I have all my auxiliary lights on because you can't see a thing without them, because we're out in the dark. But the main reason I wanted to do this is so I could get practice for cold camping, you know, below freezing conditions. The coldest I've ever camped was 19 degrees Fahrenheit, which is still well below freezing. And that was in a ground tent that had no rain fly. It had a screen and you could see the sky through it. So you're basically outside. But that's a lot warmer than 2 degrees. Okay, so I got into the tent, but I looked down and I realized the light inside the truck is on. So I gotta go back down there. Headlamp. We're gonna have to go down there. Yep. If you guys can see, the lights on inside. Shoot. All right. I have to go back down. That's annoying. Okay. Alrighty. I'm getting better at getting in and out of this thing. Much better. Okay. That was good. Honestly, I don't think I need a heater. It's not that cold in here. It's 2 degrees outside. It's 2 degrees Fahrenheit outside this tent. And in here, it doesn't feel that hot. I mean, sorry. It doesn't feel that cold. But I did just come out of a heated vehicle. So that could be it. But honestly, I don't know if it's more trouble than it's worth to even set up everything. Really. I'm good. This is so weird. Am I... So I got this. And I also got the Yeti Link system. Now, I have a truck, as you know. So I'm gonna have to get the ARB Elements fridge so it can be outside. And this, I got the expansion module right here, okay, to hook the Yeti Link up to. I actually have the Yeti Link in the cab of the Tundra right now. And it has a 12-foot cord that should get it to the bed of the truck. Now, this can also hook up to a solar panel, and it can also hook up to the alternator, the battery, and it will serve as a sort of dual battery setup. When you press this expansion module, if you get a paper clip into this hole 4 times, it'll go from the Yeti tank mode, where it's always drawing, to the Yeti alternator mode. You connect it to your battery and it can serve as power back to your battery. So this puppy should allow me to run a fridge, a diesel heater, and maybe another light bar. Because you know you never have enough light bars. No, I have enough light bars. But the only issue is I need to get a waterproof case. Oh, that's my wife. I gotta text her and let her know that I'm here. I have arrived at camp and I am safely up in my iKamper BDV Duo. Let's spell it out. Blue dot Voyager Duo rooftop tent. LOL. I'm filming. And reading these texts out loud for the video. All right. Anyway, the challenge is going to be keeping this outside, being exposed to the elements, freezing temperatures. I need to find some sort of bag, some sort of insulation solution for this battery to be able to keep it outside, wrapped up. Yeti, Goal Zero has some Faraday case. They say it's pretty tight, but I mean, if you hook everything up and lower it in there, that might be the solution, and then you just bungee strap it to the side so it doesn't move around. But the thing is I need this. I probably need to get a molly panel and really secure it to that sucker, and then make sure that it's waterproof and insulated thermally. So that's going to be the next project, because I want to be able to also run a solar panel to this for when I'm camped, to recharge it. And then while I'm driving, I want it to charge this battery. And the other thing I want to do is, there's a company, I think it's called Cascadia or something like that. They make a solar panel for the hood that can charge the battery, and it will in turn keep the battery topped off, which is topping this off. So it's just going to be awesome all the way around. I'll be able to always have power, and it'll be good. And then I got to get a diesel heater, of course. Yeah. So let me just put my headband back on so I can actually see. I know you guys aren't going to see, but let's turn this on. How do you turn this on? Oh, it's on already. It's at 98%. Okay. Well, I just want to hook. Where's the, there we go. This little thing here to it. And then let's see, is this thing on? Great. Okay, it's on. Oh, no, not AC. Let's turn the 12 volt. Perfect. Perfect. I got a little bit of a, man, this thing works great. Look at this. Oh, dang. It can't run this. Okay. Well. It's not that cold anyway. All right. USB. This thing, oh. Yeah, iKamper, man. I can't believe iKamper makes such a nice insulated tent. It's so insulated. It doesn't feel cold at all in here. Definitely confusing me because this thing, this sleeping bag came out of the back of my car and it's cold. And I'm like, so not cold right now. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna set up the campfire and I'm gonna roast some weenies. That's right, guys, we're literally gonna roast some weenies. I've always wanted to roast some weenies. Always. It's like bucket list. All right, that's the bottom. So this isn't a 0 degree sleeping bag. This is a 10 degree sleeping bag. So my bad, guys. There was a 0 degree sleeping bag at Academy. It's like $80, and I was like, I just don't want to spend another $80. I've been spending $80 here and there over and over and over today. And gas and all this stuff. I'm literally only going in the sleeping bag for my feet because I took them out of my boots. And this is not an expensive sleeping bag. I got this from Dick's Sporting Goods a while back last year when I just had the ground tent. It's just a Quest. I don't know how much it was. I forgot. It's been a long time. But it's for big individuals. Okay. Getting in this sleeping bag is the most difficult thing I've done all day. Whew. It's hot in here. Honestly, I really don't need to get all the way in it. I'm gonna sweat. The phone is charging. That's so weird. I don't know what's wrong with the GoPro battery. It's probably too cold. And this froze. This froze. These hand warmers, they're not bad. I need to open up the other one so my other hand can get warm. I have realized that I need to throw my gloves in the sleeping bag. These wet wipes froze. It did get cold in here. The temperature got down to the true temperature, which is 0. Got down to 0, 0, 0, or whatever it is. What is the temperature right now? 6 a.m., 2 degrees. So it got down to 2 degrees in here. Sleeping bags are your friend. That's all I gotta say. But I survived. It's 6 a.m. And the only thing is I had my hands in blankets all night, or sleeping bags. So, or the sleeping bag. That's the only thing. This hand warmer takes a while. This Zippo called a Zippo heat bank. It takes a while to warm up, but when it does, it's not bad. So, and the gloves, my gloves are cold, so I put them in the sleeping bag. And yeah, so we're just gonna wait till daylight. And I am well rested though, but as you can see, there's ice in here. All the condensation from being out all night deployed, there is ice in here. So you will benefit from a heater. I'm going to definitely get a diesel heater, although you can still survive. Like if you're into survivalist, you know, camping, you can do this with just a sleeping bag and some blankets. I have a 10-degree sleeping bag. I'd probably invest in a 0-degree sleeping bag, and I left one of the blankets in the truck. I would have gotten that, as many blankets as you can. You can survive, but I don't recommend it for anybody at home. So don't do this. You guys, don't do this. I am me. I am trained in how to make sure that I don't die. But I do not recommend any of you guys do this. Okay, because I don't know what level of knowledge you guys have on how to keep, you know, your toes and your fingers safe. So do not try and follow my footsteps. Please, 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 please do not look at this and say, oh, I want to do this too. That's just my disclaimer. That's just because someone might want to go sleep out in the 0-degree weather outside like a nutcase when they don't need to. So don't do that. Don't do it. But me personally, I did it. Don't be like me. Just don't. Don't be like me. But I'm okay to be like me. It's just how it works. Sorry, guys. I can do this because I have lots of knowledge on how to do this. And to each their own. But you guys definitely need to make sure that you're safe. Safety first, okay? But yeah, the battery on the GoPro is probably going to die in a minute. So I'm just going to turn it off. These little hand warmers. So nifty. Nifty little things. I figured out why the GoPro battery is almost dead, because it wasn't plugged in. I think it's charging now. Let me make sure. Hold on. Yeah, it's charging. It just can't charge and record at the same time, but the Goal Zero is still working. It just says cold. You see? It just says cold. It says it's cold. It's cold, 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 and it barely used any power last night. I mean, nothing changed on the screen, so anyway. The Goal Zero says it's cold, it's cold. All right, let's see what we got. Cool. We have snow. All right, time to get down there. Time to get down there. Oh, isn't that cool? Check that out. It's snowing. Well, it snowed already. It snowed again last night. It was cold. It snowed again. It snowed again. It snowed twice. Yesterday and, well, 2 nights ago and last night. Oh, okay. So, let me do this. Set this GoPro up right here. Ooh. Check this out. Ladder frozen. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Pulling everything to the edge so I can grab everything after I'm down. And we're down. Don't you love that sound? It's cool. I can't see anything because the gloves won't let me touch the screen, but wow. How do you guys do this glove stuff? These gloves, I'm officially not warm with gloves or my boots anymore. My fingertips and my toes and my tongue and my lips feel weird. I'll say this. It's definitely better than sleeping outside. On that side and on this side, we're out wider, so we put this up in here. Alright, that's it. Okay. Alright, I know I want to keep dusting this all day because I love it, but I gotta get in the truck. You hear that? That cold. That cold. Well, she started up. Old Pearl. Pearl started up, so I'm gonna have to turn on the heat. That goes unsaid. Or what does it say? That goes without saying. That I'm gonna turn up the heat. We gotta turn up the heat, man. I'm about to turn up the heat. It goes without saying that the heat must be turned up. Look at my hat head. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, everybody, that you guys had to see that. But my toes are cold. So we're gonna do a defrost and feet pattern here. What I mean by that is this. Defrost and feet. Okay. Gloves are here. Canon camera is freezing. We're gonna leave that be. This jacket has a lot of pockets. That's good. Oh, it's my wife. Hi, honey.
Honey,
Oh, yes?
you're alive.
Of course. I'm at a campground.
I know, but I thought you froze to death or got mauled by a bear.
Why? There's no bears. It's winter. I think they're hibernating.
Because I read on their website that black bears frequent that area.
Yeah, they frequent the area when there's no snow. I think it's too cold. It was negative 13 degrees if you factor in the wind chill. Sorry, my tongue's a little cold. So I don't know if a bear, unless it's a polar bear or a grizzly bear, I don't know if a bear's coming out here. But I mean, there's park rangers. They were plowing the roads. I had a conversation with the guy. There's another camper down there with a nice brand new, well, new model Super Duty F, either 250 or 350. I can't see from here. But I wasn't alone all night. The tent was pretty good until 6 a.m. when the wind started kicking up and it'd been out in the cold for that long. So, but I made a mistake. I didn't want to get out in the dark. So I stayed from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I shouldn't have. I should have cut my losses at around 6 a.m. because I was fine until 6 a.m. The sleeping bag was great. Now, it's a 10-degree sleeping bag, so I'm going to have to get a 0-degree sleeping bag. But towards the end, like, just my toes got a little cold. And my hands were fine. I used the hand warmers. My toes are still cold, but I'm going to blast the heat on them. I'm going to sit in the truck for a little bit, but I got, like, 7/8 of a tank, and I got my 2 rotor packs full of fuel. And I don't know if I'm gonna hit a trail because it snowed again last night, and
don't hit a trail. That's not smart. It's gonna be icy.
This is a legit trail. Legit. We're legitimately snow wheeling. I'm wheeling on about 2 inches of snow with nowhere to turn around. We're gonna go until there's a turning point. But 4 high, I'm not aired down, just chilling. The Kings are making it super comfortable as always. See? Just easy peasy. Oh, maybe there's an area to turn around right there. Wow, those trees have fallen. I don't know when they fell, but take a load of this. Ooh, these trees just fell over, roots and all. Maybe that was during the storm. Maybe not. Maybe before, but there's plenty of trees down. You know, ooh, this one's about to go down. Look at that. Ooh, let's get through that. Let's get around that. Yeah, it would just be really a bad day if one of these trees fell on the road. I have an axe. I don't have a chainsaw. So, wow, this is so nice. Look at this. Nice gravel road. It's a well-maintained road. This is a really good place to come. If you guys are local, definitely come check it out. Oh, power lines. All right, sweet. Oh, we can definitely turn around right here if we wanted to. Oh, plenty of space to turn around over here. Look at the hills. Nice. Let's get away from these high voltage lines. Oh, this is beautiful. This is the type of stuff that you want to do. You know, this is the type of stuff I want to do. This is so beautiful. Wow. All right. And as I drive, as I enjoy this beautiful ride. Ah, look at my hair. Look at my hair. Oh my gosh, let me put this hat back on. Let me just spare you guys. Let me spare you guys. I have a lot of footage for this video. We're gonna have to do a lot of editing, but I work a lot. So anytime I don't work, I want to at least have some of this. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to have a Land Cruiser or a 4x4 rig, and I think this is really my match for a vehicle. Look at this thing, man. Look at that. Look at that tree. Let's go under that. Let's get away from that. Nice slow-mo. You guys are getting the behind the scenes. All right. All right. Well, the ride has been enjoyed. And it is no more. This is it. So we're gonna have to do a few point turns to get out of here. Okay. Let me just back into there, and that should be good enough, yeah? I mean, that tree is down, but the trail past it is not very wide. So I think this is just the end of the trail. You really got to use that rear view camera. You really have to know where your truck is. It's called proprioception. You kind of just like when you close your eyes, you know where your hand is. You got to be able to know where your back bumper is. But the rear view camera helps out a lot. And we're out. You see that? And that was it. Finished. But let's go back to positives. This thing mobs. This thing, I mean, king shocks. I'm on street PSI. I'm at like 45 PSI. Now, it is 2 degrees. So now the bumps don't feel like a thing. They're just, it's beautiful. One of the best decisions I ever made was to get this truck, and the other best decision I ever made was to put Kings on it. I'm not going with any other suspension for a vehicle that I'm taking off-road ever. Kings or nothing. I'm not, like, what do they say, Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing? This is enjoy the ride, dude. The Kings or nothing. King shocks or nothing. Like, there is no way this truck should be doing this. These are only the 2.5s. Imagine when I get the 3.0 internal bypass, front and rear. Imagine when I go long travel, total chaos in the front. Then imagine when I get the 74 weld portal axles. Oh my gosh, that was so nice. It just went whoop, right in there. It's just like, so wonderful. So wonderful. What a great. Man, what I need to do is put the GoPro down and get a nice flyby. Oh man. I'm just enjoying it myself too much to do all that. Look at this, man. Woo! This is great. You guys, I feel so bad. I need to have a camera person. I need to have this GoPro down here to kind of capture it. Wow. This is great. How wonderful. Yes. And we did that whole thing. Boom. Let's get out of four-wheel drive. That was nice. All right, let's see what else we got around here. That was a nice little side road. Perfect little detour. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Back in two-wheel drive. All right, so we are nowhere near a wilderness. We are leaving my in-laws. I came to Christmas with my in-laws and my wife. So last time you guys saw me was Christmas Eve, and I headed in to South Carolina from Tennessee through the Appalachian Mountains on the 40. It wasn't really iced over, it was fine. And the snow pretty much stopped once you hit North Carolina. I did not get to do my fire pit, and pardon the mess, I have a really bad way of organizing things because I'm always in a rush because I work so much. I don't really have time when I get home and it's cold. I don't have a garage. Excuse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have many excuses. Nothing justifies the fact that everything is just thrown back there and here in the seat, including Christmas presents and everything like that. But the verdict for me, by myself, I don't need a heater. I just need some foot warmers, which I got from REI after the fact. Well, they're hand warmers, but it's like $7. They're reusable. Just stick a couple of these in my socks. Now for other people, and that's only if the wind chill gets down, and I probably will get a 0-degree sleeping bag or something even better. I have a 10-degree sleeping bag right now. But if I was to take my wife or, you know, kids or anybody that's really important that warrants protection, I would probably need to get a diesel heater at a minimum. I think just being in that cold of temperatures made my metabolism and my body, it kind of kicked it into gear, because I noticed when I was with my wife's family, I was just very fatigued, more than usual, and so I slept a lot. I slept early and I slept in. You know, I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night and got up at like 10 a.m. Pretty much 2 nights in a row. So now I feel well rested. Definitely understand when I watch the videos of people going on long distance trips, because the driving tires you out, everything just tires you out. And then, you know, people saying, I'm tired. It's pushing through. Overlanding is not easy. It's not easy driving 7 hours and then camping in the cold, but it's rewarding because you get to see things that are very beautiful. You get to experience things that are beautiful. You get to push your limits as a human. And always, you know, you got to be safe. I didn't go anywhere remote. I was in a national recreation area. I was in places where there were other people. You know, this was just a temperature run. So definitely need to get, you know, a Garmin InReach, the new iPhone, the new iWatch, whatever it's called, all that stuff that has all that GPS on it. I'd have to get Starlink. You know, this is a in 10 years type of thing where it'll just be probably just me, honestly, because I don't want to, the first run it'll just be me. I don't want to subject anyone to the types of things that I enjoy, like, you know, frigid temperatures, sub-zero temperatures is not something that I would make someone else experience with me unless they absolutely wanted to, you know. So anyways, I'm very happy. I finally have an overland camping setup in the springtime. My wife and I are really going to enjoy it. And this is me signing out. I got a 6-hour drive before I get home and start preparing for the workday tomorrow and editing. Have fun, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed and glean something from this. Just want to be of some sort of service. Enjoy the ride. Like and subscribe and share if you liked